Hey folks, I'm going to return to George Burns for another quote. The key to success is sincerity. And if you can fake that, you've got it made. I started my career teaching film and theater and working as an actor and director. And studying effective technique is important. But feeling the ebbs and flows of an audience or a class, it's really priceless. Burns is right again. Conveying sincerity, being engaging, and personalizing your delivery, or faking it well, can move your instructional video closer to perfection. Though you're talking into a camera, it's really important to still create the feeling that you are in a conversation with your audience. Richard Mayer from the University of California, Santa Barbara calls this the Personalization Principle. Through your speaking style, you can actually help your audience to develop a sense of social partnership with you. Activating this social response leads to more cognitive effort, more learning. It's not necessarily about being liked, but personalizing your presentation can actually improve the learning. Before going through a few of Mayer's applicable personalization principles, let me share two quick insights about on-camera delivery. First, imagine that camera is your favorite student or a good friend, and you're genuinely glad to see him or her. They've popped into your office, and now you're just talking right to them. Make eye contact with him or her. Try not to look off the screen at notes or look down at a piece of paper. As much as you can, smile and engage with the camera. Lean in a little bit. Be real with the camera, as though you were sharing company with somebody you enjoyed. And then no matter how long you've been teaching, speak as though this topic still excites you. Enthusiasm is contagious, and so is apathy. So is negativism. So inspire curiosity in your viewers, in your students. Mayer touches on a little of this in some of his points too. His personalization principle techniques include being conversational, appearing on camera yourself, being attentive to rate of speech, and being personal or having a real presence. First, let's look at being conversational rather than formal. This ties into my suggestion of imagining that the camera is a real person, but it goes further. Mayer emphasizes using polite phrases and tones. He encourages offering suggestions and even asking questions of the viewer and avoiding giving commands. Phrases like, "You might consider," or "Let's try this," help the viewer feel like they are an active participant in the lesson, rather than just the recipient of your direction in their learning. Be the on-camera coach, or use one. While there is some research that indicates instructors can be distracting in their own instructional videos, a variety of studies indicate that when an instructor's face is visible, the viewer's likelihood of being more engaged is significantly higher. Gua, Kim, and Robbins' 2014 study, How Video Production Affects Student Engagement, revealed that students where the speaker's face appears on screen resulted in significantly higher engagement statistics than those that were purely slides. A complementary study called Instructor Presence in Video Lectures by Fiorella, Stoll, Coleman, and Mayer indicates that merely being on camera isn't enough. But instructors see better results when they guide their gazes between their content and their camera. I'm looking at this, and now I'm looking back at you. Or I'm looking at this on the screen, and now I'm looking back at you. And when they use dynamic drawings rather than just lectures with slides, these strategies can work both for real-life human coaches or if you have the luxury of having animated character coaches. But having instructors or a coach's face on camera can improve engagement and learning. A rate of speech is also important to keep in mind. As a general rule, and when compared to a slower rate, a slightly higher rate of speech actually leads to more engagement. Gua notes this plainly by noting that speaking quickly conveys excitement and enthusiasm. A study by Nagaham and Morito that appeared in the International Journal for Educational Media and Technology in 2017 indicated that playback speed of 1.5 times often resulted in equal or greater comprehension. And various studies reveal that student engagement is better when students can manipulate the playback speed in their own video player. The last personalization principle we'll touch on is faculty presence. According to Melanie Hibbert of Columbia University, faculty presence is one of the most significant factors of how students rate online course and online delivery quality. It ties into appearing on camera, but more than that. Hibbert suggests that bringing in personal experiences and humor adds to the conversational feel, and it makes instructional content seem more relevant. So, when you're creating your own instructional videos, don't be afraid to be you. Personalize your delivery. Bring your sincere love of your content and your enthusiasm into every instructional video. And if you can bring it or fake it, you've got it made.